I am going to finish cleaning up this room, and then I'm going to start pulling up all that flooring. So there we go. And then I was looking at the bar area here, and I think it's going to be great. So let's go ahead and get started. Part 2 of DJA Remodel. Okay, so everything's up. Um, this here is a big water stain, I think. It doesn't look like maybe they just didn't paint it here. But there was a little damp under here. That's why you shouldn't put plastic down in a basement. You need there needs to be an airflow. Also over here, it looks like there's a little bit of water damage. Maybe, I don't know. Some glass in there. What's that? That's a piece of, I don't know if it's glass. Yeah, I see some water moisture in there too. And that's only because the plastic was there. I mean, somehow It got trapped under there and wasn't allowed to come back up. It's supposed to be able to breathe. So don't put plastic down, people. And you know, get a professional to come in here and do flooring for you if that's you know, a few patches we're gonna have to do on the floor there. This here looks like a big bump that I'm gonna have to level out. Maybe. I mean, this is kind of where the bar is going, but yeah, right over there I'm gonna have to level that out. A couple more places we need to do patching. Somebody did a horrible patching job down here before. We might have to just do the whole frickin' floor, re-level it. I don't know. Find out. I have my brother coming out, and we're going to level this together. So that's where we're at. My brother is a professional floor coverer, so he knows what to do here. So there we go. We'll clean up this floor and then level it.
It's like a paint or sealer or something.
They just poured the paint right over top of
But
it.
they just poured their concrete right over top of that.
The concrete.
This is their, whatever they put on.
Concrete sealer, you mean, you
Sure
know?
as heck isn't self-leveler. I can tell you that right now. I can see it's just regular concrete. No wonder they couldn't get it to stick.
Oh, the leveler is just concrete. They just put a piece
Look
of.
how brittle it is.
So they just put a layer of concrete over top of it and thinking that would not crack.
Over top of this, and then they painted it with the red and the white after that.
Wow.
They coated it with some kind of deck seal or something. That's what the red is.
Well, this old house.
Yeah, that's what we get into, is stuff like this. And see, that whole thing, nobody sealed any of this. So look, it's all just raw sanded concrete right here. No sealer at all in there.
Wow.
It's just right down to the, look at this stuff. It's like sandy type concrete.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's cover up this old house mess.
So we have to redo this whole, scrape the floor, sand it down.
The guy on the show, he
Yeah.
would say, now technically this is what we gotta do, and then some technician would come in.
And do it for
And,
him.
yeah, 2 or 3 guys would be doing all this, and we had to chip it off the floor and then sand it all off. Now that we got it to this level, then
Yeah.
he would go to the, now the flooring guys are putting
Come
in
to
the
a
self-leveler.
self-leveler, yeah.
Yeah, and then they do the whole house. You know, they're $15,000 later, they got the job done, but they don't tell you that on the show. They're
Right.
just saying, sorry, but this is how you do it if you
Yeah,
have this
yeah.
old house.
Okay. So lots of work here. Okay, so after a bunch of scraping on the floor, got up all the loose pieces that we could by hand. Our next step is to, we're actually going to have to rent a disc floor sander, and we're just going to sand all this up, and then we're going to seal it. So that'll be our next step in part 3. Anyway, yeah, got all the equipment to level with the self-leveler stuff after we're done sanding. Lots of work. This house is over 100 years old, so I am not surprised that the floor down here is as bad as it is. I'm not surprised. So, all right. See you in part 3.